And then I think this also, we didn't fully finish off Savannah. I think we kind of derailed a little bit. People of color can't be racist towards white people.
Why?
We didn't finish that. I would like to finish that. So,
I have a story.
because somehow we got into like slavery and immigration or something. I don't know. So, by the way, white people were slaves. I don't know if you know this.
Yeah. It
That's
was like
the
Egypt or something.
well,
I don't remember.
all throughout human history. But the word slave actually originates like Slavic.
Not really, but
think
in Russia we had slaves.
Well, I do think
White
that
slaves.
the etymology of the term slave does come from, it is related to the term Slav or some shit. So I don't know the full context or whatever, but so people of color, okay, how about this, Savannah? A black person walks up to a white person and punches them in the face because they're white. Is that racism?
Yes, and also maybe he should get tested for his brain.
The black person should be tested.
Like psychologically tested.
Because he punched somebody because of, okay.
Yeah, he's
okay,
got
so
them
black
screws
people
loose.
can be racist then.
Yeah, technically, yeah.
What do you mean technically?
Man.
Look, you circled
why
it.
are we-
Just
why are we
commit
choosing
to
me
it.
for
Just
this?
commit
Why
to
are we
it.
choosing me for this?
Well, because you circled it. We're going through the
gosh.
questionnaire. Shit.
Responsibility, people. Responsibility.
Okay. Are you okay? Here, let me try to steelman your position. Let me try to steelman your position. You're saying that black people in the United States have experienced systemic racism in a way that white people, generally speaking, haven't. Is that kind of what you're saying?
Yes.
Okay. But again, the original claim is people of color can't be racist towards white people, to which you agreed. But like racism would encompass not necessarily strictly just systemic racism, but like an individualized form of racism where it's like, I think on an individual level, anyone can be racist sort of against anybody.
Yeah.
Like a Chinese person could have deep hatred and resentment towards white people, walk up to them and stab them, not for any particular reason aside from the fact that they're white. This would clearly be a case of racism, right? And it could be a Latino person, it could be a black person doing this crime. So, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, for sure, because a lot of Asians I've met, I hate saying it, but they have like a superiority thing where they think they are like, especially their country is a superior and like they're above a lot of people where I'm like, damn, okay. But
Okay, so
That's
do
just
you think
everyone.
minorities can be racist towards white people in the United States?
yes.
No? Oh, wait.
Because even
you circle this
as a
too?
black person, even if I was
She's
racist towards
50-50.
a white person, it doesn't have the same effect as if a white person were racist towards me.
Oh.
That's what I meant.
You know,
That's what I
okay.
The
meant.
jail system, more black people go to jail than white people, you know.
Okay,
Just
well,
doesn't
so
happen.
you also, I guess you also circled this. I must have missed that. Good catch here. But let me ask you this. A black person walks up to a white person, punches them in the face because, not aggravated, just punches them in the face because that person is white. Is that racism?
I don't think it's racism.
What?
Maybe prejudice.
Okay, so here, I think it will be helpful to define our terms. I'll have you come in just a sec. Can you tell me what define racism?
Not liking a race because of their race. Like not liking a person specifically for their race, right?
Okay, I'm going to respond to that, but you go ahead.
I've had a black man come up to me on a train.
Oh, boy.
He spit in my face and he called me a white bitch that I should myself and yeah. I think that's racist. I think that's
Wait, that happened?
Yes, that actually
Where?
happened in New York.
New York?
Yeah.
Bro, she could have been Irina
Oh, yeah.
who's Ukrainian.
Yeah.
Who Ukrainian, right?
Yes, that was so
Now-
scary.
Look, was he homeless?
He looked like homeless.
Now, look, I want to be charitable here because sometimes people want to attribute certain things to like the group that the person belongs to. I think we
agree.
need to distinguish between like genuine acts of hatred from like otherwise mostly there people to like people are just fucking crazy and insane. we should differentiate that. But in any case, like, I guess, can you be like actually crazy and then still be racist? I think so. So in this case, though, he spit on you because you're white.
Yeah.
Is that your natural hair color?
I was born like this, but it got darker.
So you dye it.
Yeah.
Okay. You were born with dyed hair? Okay.
No, I was born with white blonde hair, but
Okay. So what color is it without the hair dye?
it's darkish blonde.
Darkish blonde. Okay, you lighten it a bit. Okay.
No,
So how about this? In her instance, was that an act of racism that she experienced? She was spit on, which is one of the most vile
was-
things you can do to
he was mentally unstable though. Definitely.
Did he have dreads?
Yeah.
Okay. Not sure why that was relevant, but was it racist?
If you want to call that racism, then sure.
What?
I just don't.
Not what I call it. I probably call it racism. Do you call it racism?
And he specifically said something about your
Yes.
maybe prejudice.
What?
I just don't
That's
think.
crazy.
Now you have a reaction to this. Why don't you tell us what you think?
I just think it's so obvious that it's racist. Like, there's no other way that I can go. I feel like if he was like hating on her for being white, I mean, what else can you say about it?
I started filming.
Oh, go ahead.
I might have a video proof.
You have the video?
Might
Well,
have.
We're not disputing that this happened. We believe you.
Because I believe on the video you can hear he would like call me slurs like white.
Did you catch him spitting on you on video?
No, I
that
did
was,
it-
So he
yeah.
spit, then you started recording.
Yeah,
Damn.
for safety
Did he get
reasons.
arrested or what happened?
he just left.
He walked
But
off, yeah.
some black woman she defended me actually.
Okay.
She was like,
There
what
you
the
go.
hell was that?
There you go. W Black
Yeah.
Queen.
Yeah.
But, okay, so here, I'll,
What was the slur? Cracker?
wait, don't say it, don't say it, don't say it.
Why B?
Don't say it, don't say it. Okay. Yeah. But,
Normally accepted.
okay, so here, let's define the term. So again, what is racism? How do you define racism?
Having hatred towards a person specifically for their race.
Okay, so if a black person has hatred for white people and walks up to just an innocent white woman and spits on them because they're white, is that a racist?
That is a racist act.
That is racist. Okay, but why then in the previous example I gave where it was just, okay, well, a black person walks up to a white person, punches them in the face because they're white, there was no provocation, just punches them in the face and says, I hate white people. Is that racist?
It is racist, but I just don't think that.
Well, it's what? As bad?
I don't want to sound wrong. Like, I don't think it counts.
As racism or counts as what?
Like, if all black people became racist towards white people, it wouldn't have the same effect. Like, we can't stop white people from getting jobs. We can't make more white people go to prison for stupid things over black people. Like, we can't, there's just no effect to it, if that makes sense.
Actually,
Like,
if
it
you're,
doesn't mean anything if I'm racist,
if
but it
you're-
means everything if they're racist towards me.
I was gonna say, if you're black, you actually have a higher chance of getting most jobs nowadays. So I feel like,
Because affirmative action.
yeah, I feel like I don't like it when like people of color try to act oppressed. Like, I just don't like it. Like, I'm sorry.
I don't think we're as oppressed as we were before, but we definitely
But-
are still oppressed.
Okay, but so putting aside, so what you're referencing is like systemic racism.
Yes.
So you're saying that black people are a minority in this country and they have less opportunity and they're more likely to face XYZ negative outcomes in life because they're black, right? But even go ahead and granting that, putting that aside, you still want to, on the individualized level of racism, you still want to seem to push back a little bit on, like, if a black person murders a white person and a white person murders a black person and they both do so for racist motivation, the motivation is racist. Do you think that the murder of the black person is morally worse than the murder of the white person by the black person?
No, I think it's both wrong.
Well, it's both wrong, but is it equivalent in its wrongness?
Yes.
Okay.
I don't think anyone should kill anyone.
Well, yes, I agree, but like, do you think that there's a greater injustice that has been perpetrated on the black person because they've been killed by a white person?
Let me just say this.
Go ahead.
If a black person killed a white person, it would be all over the news.
Wait, if a black person killed a white person?
Yes. It would be all over the news.
the
You've got that
opposite.
backward. You got it twisted.
Is it backwards?
Complete
It's-
opposite.
Because I feel like they would trash the black person, even if the black person was the one that died. If we're talking about Nolan that just got killed on the boat, they're trying.
I'm not familiar with that. The
Haven't even
boat
heard of
one,
it.
It
but-
just happened. He drowned, but they think it's a murder now. Like they're investigating it.
Well,
No
so
one
I
knows.
mean, I think that you can find high publicity, like crime stories, pretty much across the board. I do think that there is a narrative that a lot of media and legacy media does perpetuate. I do think that there's a higher likelihood that legacy media is going to jump onto, maybe a little bit less than like 5-10 years ago, but legacy media fucking loved white man murders black, like that there is what's going to grab the headline, whereas black on white crime is kind of like shoved under the rug a little bit. And there was a case in the UK, it wasn't quite exactly black on white. There was this like 19-20-year-old, I forgot his name. Somebody in the chat's going to know who I'm talking about. He was stabbed. He was stabbed in the UK, and the police were called. And it was like, I think they were Pakistani or something like that. And they were saying, they were lying actually, claiming that the white man who's like bleeding out and dying on the ground, he had said something racial or racist. And then the police handcuffed him. Without the chat, it just came to me. Henry Nowak. And he died. And the police arrested him, and it was this kind of big uproar. But initially, because it was a British, I believe he was a teenager, British teen who was murdered, no media was really covering it initially. It did get like a bit of some like pushback on X, on Twitter, but there was like no attention to it. Whereas I'm sure if it was the reverse, like if some fucking like 20-year-old Pakistani teen, or well, I guess 19-year-old Pakistani teen that got stabbed by some like white British person, it would have been fucking all over the news. It would have been everywhere. So I think you have that backwards a teeny bit. But okay, so wait, again, can black people be racist towards white people? She doesn't want to say it, boys. She doesn't want to say it.
I'm gonna stick to my answer and say no. It just doesn't have the same effect. Like it doesn't mean anything if I'm racist.
What I don't understand what you mean by that though. So what do you mean it doesn't mean anything?
It just doesn't change any. Like white people will always be in a higher position than black people, for now at least. For now.
But, I mean,
I've
Barack
noticed-
Obama was the president of the United States over a decade
There's
ago.
exceptions.
Yeah, and most
There's
of the
special
most
cases.
famous singers,
Yeah, but
athletes,
this-
they're all black.
Like
Most
we're
of
not
them.
exactly living in like 1990s apartheid.
No, it's
South
not as
Africa.
bad now. It's
Like
not
we're-
as bad.
Well, no, I mean the United. Okay, well, so
Like,
It's-
would Beyonce be able to get away with things that Taylor Swift would be able to get away with?
probably, sure,
No.
absolutely.
If Taylor Swift went on media and said something completely outrageous, like the earth is flat, people would, oh, she's just Taylor Swift. She's just a poor white girl with blonde hair, blue eyes. She didn't mean any harm. If Beyonce did that, oh, she's a black beep, 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 and doop, 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 and how dare she? And
Wait,
it
are you
happens.
sure you're conservative, by the way? I don't know how. This is kind of a liberal talking point, but I don't know how conservative you are. But so okay, ultimately, I'm a bit confused though. So first off, I'm not even. This is a hypothetical where Taylor Swift and Beyonce both believe in flat Earth. I mean, I actually think Taylor Swift gets more scrutiny.
I agree. I agree.
she,
I
like-
think so.
I think I don't know. So look, but putting that aside, I'm trying to like come up with some hypotheticals that we can sort of test the logic here. So you think, again, black people or people of color, well, how about this? Can black people be racist towards other minority groups?
No.
So can a black person be racist towards an Asian person?
Why don't you want to say it? You can just admit it.
No,
like-
because can black people be racist towards Asians?
Maybe.
Maybe. Maybe. Can black
Yeah, like-
can black people be racist towards Latinos? Because
Yes.
wait,
I feel
why?
like,
why
minority
Latino?
on minority, it just doesn't mean anything. I don't know how to
What?
explain it. It's just
How does it not mean anything?
What do you mean? I don't know. What do you mean by it doesn't mean anything?
like,
So it's only bad when white people do something.
because that's the main core, though. That's the main core. You have white people who are like majority of the population, then you have black people who are like the second majority of the population, and then you have like Asians.
Wait, so Asians are a smaller minority than black people? I don't know where Latinos
so.
aren't there more Latinos than there are black people in the
there?
USA?
I don't know.
I don't know. Whatever. In any case, but well, sometimes people will say, well, that's what's the term for the ideal minority? No, there's a word for it.
Thank you, whoever said that. They said something about they would not, the business owner. I can't.
Oh, I don't know. It's gone now. Josh, you're below the threshold if you want to resend it above so we can let it come in as a TTS. Speaking of, $100 TTS, $100 TTS rude, $100 TTS, $10 display. Okay, I'm just super confused here. So like model minority, I think is the term, model minority. So people will say Asians are a model minority. But like, I guess here's my confusion. In San Francisco, this was
Political _ overtones donated $100. Her racism is deemed acceptable because she's deemed it to not matter, not because being racist is bad.
do you want to respond to that? Thank you, political.
First of all, I am not racist at all. I love everyone.
It is a little bit racist to say that
Definitely.
white people or other minorities can't face racism from black people.
I'm just saying that it doesn't have the same effect. Like it doesn't, and if it doesn't have the same effect, it kind of just doesn't matter. If that makes sense.
That's crazy. That's
crazy.
Wait, okay. That
You're getting
Okay.
Bro,
punished
she's
over
actually
here.
racist.
No, I swear I'm not.
No.
I just
What?
feel like no
Wait,
one
no
cares
what?
if black
I
people are.
have like regarding that because my school was like 40% Asian, and so when I would see like either black people or white people making fun of Asian people specifically, I would see how much it affected their day-to-day life, where they would make fun of their eyes, make fun of like how their food was,
Klein
everything.
donated $100.
Thank you, Klein.
Wow, nothing like telling someone their position in life because of their race and sex. Someone has spent some time being a professional victim. Chair 1, you fix your hair a lot, but the most logical.
Thank you, Clean.
Thank you,
for the
Klein. Appreciate
donation.
that. Appreciate that. Continue with your point.
But yeah, I would see like how, like especially my friends, like how it would affect them, where like they genuinely hated themselves through middle school, high school, whatever the case may be, just because like either it was black people, people of other races making fun of them for being like Asian, and it genuinely affected their whole life. Like they like would hide in a shell their whole life. They weren't able to like be as extroverted as they wanted to be because they think they would be judged. Like they never were able to fully.
Well, we understand that
themselves, you know?
racism exists, but like a black person can 100% be racist
Yeah, that's what I mean.
towards
'cause
an Asian person as well.
I would see that in school. I would see that in school, like black people being racist towards Asian people.
So,
Asian people
in
being
the
racist
case of
towards
the poor Asian girl that's bullied for her, slanted eyes or
I
whatever.
have been bullied for my slanted
Yeah,
eyes.
if you've been bullied for that, if it was by a black person, it would.
And it
wouldn't
was
be
by a black
racism.
person.
Oh, it was.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Wait, so you think it is racism?
It doesn't matter which way it goes, because like I saw Indians making fun of Asians or Asians making fun of Indians, and I see how it
Okay.
affected them.
So
you know?
it would be racist.
It's racist.
Well,
no matter
I
what.
believe that's beyond just how it affects the person. That's irrelevant. So a person, it can just completely, like, you could walk up to a black person, for example. Like, let me ask you a question. Let's test out the logic. Let's say I walked up to a black person wearing like a KKK uniform and I called them the hard R N word. I would never do this. And they were like, I don't mind. And they did not care at all. Because they don't care, or because it just completely dirt off your shoulders, like it just completely, it just rolled right off of them. It had no effect on them whatsoever. They're just so assured of themselves as a black person, they don't care. In fact, they're like, that's funny. Is it no longer racist because it didn't affect the person? It's still racist, right?
Yes.
So we have to test the logic here. So regardless of the effect that it potentially has, you have to analyze, like, is this something that meets the threshold of racism beyond just whether the person is offended by it or not?
Okay, I can agree with that.
Okay, so we're gonna have to revisit this here. Can black people be racist towards white people?
Yes, black people can be racist towards anybody.
All right, now you're not
White,
just.
Asian, Hispanic.
Is that your new position? Have I convinced you, or are you just saying that so
maybe
I
I
can
should
move on?
maybe I should have said that first. It is racism, but I just feel like
It's not as bad.
no, it's horrible. It's horrible. I just feel like it doesn't have the same. It has the same effect on a person's feelings, but I think more like societal terms, it doesn't have the same effect.
Well, look, I'm willing to.
Or systematic terms.
I'd be willing to like grant something like this. So I think for a lot of black people, for some black people, they probably just like. For some, they might not care, but I'm willing to say something like this. A white person walking up to a black person and hurling racial slurs like the N-word at them is probably going to be more hurtful than if like as compared to a black person walking up to a white person and using the C word. Like probably most white people are not going to be as hurt by it. They're not going to be as offended. There's less like historical component to it there. So I'm willing to grant that, but I would still say if we're going to just acknowledge something as a binary, is it racist or is it not? There are things that can be more racist or less racist, but in terms of does it meet the threshold for racism, I think you're going to have to say that yes, black people can be racist towards. Let me ask you a question. How about I wish I asked this first. If I go to Nigeria, where white people don't have any systemic power in Nigeria, and a black person comes up to me, I am the captain now. Or wait, sorry, that would be like Somalia or some
Was it
shit.
Somalian?
I'm the captain, and he punches me in the face and steals my shit and my boat. Is that racist? Would that be racist? Here, don't worry about the chat. Don't worry about the chat.
It would be racist if he brought up your race.
Wait, question. I'm in Nigeria, and a black person walks up to me and is like, "You white devil,"
Okay,
and
well,
punches me in the face.
Then yes.
Is that more racist though if I walk up to a black person when I'm in Nigeria and I call them the N-word and I kick them in the penis?
No. I feel like racism is racism. There's no more racist, less racist. They're just
But no,
racist.
that's what you were saying. There's more.
No,
okay,
I'm
whatever.
saying like
All right.
in a system or a cultural or a societal terms in wise or whatever.
Also, final thing on the racism topic. If you guys remember during COVID, bringing Laura into this, in San Francisco, there's like all these reports, like remember the like Stop Asian Hate thing or whatever? There's all these reports of like Asian people being attacked in San Francisco, and they wanted to suggest that this was like the evil white man was doing this. But actually, it was just fucking black people beating up
a lot of
Asians.
black people
It was just black
beating
people
up
beating up Asians.
Asians, yeah.
But they didn't want to report on that, which I thought was interesting. But there were like gangs of black people. And again, just to be clear, I'm not saying it was all black people or anything like that. It was probably a small minority of black people. Probably a lot of them were gang affiliated, and they were like preying on Asian people, and they were beating up like elderly Asian people and stealing their purses and their money and doing all this sort of stuff because they maybe saw them as easy targets. That seems like kind of racism to me,
That's
that
really
Asians
fucking racist.
that Asians experience. Also, the other racism that Asians experience is you have like Harvard, and Harvard was sued for this. So basically, if you look at the SAT scores required to get into like Harvard, Stanford, all these Ivy League schools, they actually would, in order to get in, basically, if you're Asian, your IQ not IQ, your SAT scores have to be the highest. And then like white is here, Latino is here, Native American here, black down here. And so what they were doing is they were basically saying, whoa, Asian people are too smart. And they're like, okay, well, we're going to penalize Asian students, even though they're technically from a merit perspective, they have the best grades, they have the highest SAT scores. We're going to, so basically it was creating this other form of racism where if you're Asian, if you had been black and you had way lower SAT scores, you would have gotten in. But instead, they let somebody else in. Exactly.
Like being black, I feel like it's actually
Tell
like
us.
a privilege. Like it's a superpower, low key.
Oh boy.
Like
Definitely a rage baiting answer.
Oh boy.
no, it actually is. Because like,
Jewish
what do
or
you
black?
mean you can score half of what I scored,
Do
but
you-
then get into the same school?
You
You know
date
what I
black
mean?
guys?
What?
Hey, I saw you do some content with Rhino. Did you smash?
No. On God, on my mother's life, he
Because
did not smash.
I always see. I don't know if he watches the show. Like I'll do.
He does watch the show.
I'll do. Is that how he found you?
No,
Or
actually,
you knew him before you came on?
Yeah.
Because he's always. I think he's got an Asian fetish. Because he's always doing shit with Asian girls. You know.
Wait, actually, most of his content is not with Asian girls, but
Well,
he probably has a preference,
I don't know. I've
which
seen
is
him
okay.
do a lot of stuff. Like maybe it's just I've only seen a handful of his shit. He's been on the show like I think 2 times a long time ago.
Do you think it's wrong to have a preference for Asians?
No, I don't think like dating preference. No, I
Yeah.
think that's fine.
Yeah, I think it's fine.
Well, yeah, you're Asian.
To say that being black is a privilege.
Oh boy.
I'm sorry, I gotta stand up for my people real quick.
Oh, shit.
But I'm the only black
Wait,
one here too.
I love
I'm
But
technically
to-
African American.
Please.
I'll explain it after. I'll explain it. Go ahead.
But to say that like being black is a privilege when the most disrespected woman in America is a black woman is crazy.
Wait, who's the most
Queen Latifah?
disrespected woman?
who's the wait? Who's
Wait,
the most,
wait, who is it?
The most
Oprah?
disrespected.
Oprah?
No, I think
Michelle
it's
Obama? What are you?
I think it's like Nina Simone.
Who the?
Wait, why
How
is
do we
she
not
the
know
most
who that is?
disrespected?
Who's Nina? Who's
No,
Nina?
the most disrespected woman in America is a black woman.
Wait, how do
I
you know?
identify as a black woman. I'm very disrespected. I get
We
very
are.
disrespected.
We're called ugly. We're called aggressive. We're called loud. We're called uneducated. Like y'all don't see this stuff on social media. So everyone's
Go
blind
off,
to it.
Queen. I am technically African American, though. Do you want to hear why?
No.
Well, I'm going to tell you anyway.
I want to hear
So
why.
technically, okay, I'll give you the short version. My dad was born in Africa. My mom was born in America. If my dad's born in Africa, my mom's born in America. Technically, I'm African American.
Technically, I'm Asian then.
Where was your?
I was born right next to China.
Oh, my fellow
Well,
Asian.
in Moscow,
No, I was born
in Stalingrad.
in Vladivostok.
Well, Russia compromises
Well,
parts of
Russia,
Europe
yeah.
and Asia.
Yeah.
So if you're
So-
born on the Asian continent,
Yeah.
technically you're Asian.
Yeah, technically I'm Asian.
Hey, you guys have something in common. Look at that. You guys should
Okay,
talk
I'm
after
just
the show.
gonna say I do not view people of color as oppressed. I view everyone equal, and I feel like if you're viewing a certain race as like more oppressed, then like you're kind of part of the problem. Like I literally view everyone as equal.
Well, if you're not black, you'll never understand what it's like to be black. So
Yeah, and if
but
you're
she's-
not
have
she's
black
Asian,
people
Asian.
problems.
if you're not Asian, you don't
She's
understand what it's like
go
to be
through
Asian.
nearly what black people go through.
This
like
one
this
time
is
I got
insane to say.
This one time I got pulled over, and I think it was because I was African American.
And I
Look.
don't think I'm oppressed. I'm just saying.
You know what
you
though?
don't.
Look,
We
I'll be-
don't get the same privileges
There's
as other
have
races.
you seen the Dave Chappelle show? The Chappelle show. Mm-hmm. Who was that black comedian? The older gentleman who was on the Dave Chappelle show. Fuck. Wait. Chat. Remember the guy who? Not Dave Chappelle. Not Eddie Murphy's brother, Charlie Murphy. It was the. Wait. Somebody in the chat tell me who was that? Paul Mooney. Wait, Paul Mooney. Paul Mooney. Paul Mooney had a bit in the Chappelle show, and it goes like this: everybody want to be a. Wait, can you help fill in the blank? No. This is for your case. You fill in the blank. Everybody want to be a.
Nigga?
Yeah, but nobody want to be a.
Nigga.
Yeah, so like that's Paul Mooney was saying. So it's like
You're That's proving my point.
No, I'm helping
Everybody
you out.
want to be black, but don't nobody really want to be black because they
That's
don't
what
want to
I'm
deal
saying.
with black people problems.
That's what I'm saying.
And it's the truth. I know you're being like sarcastic and funny, but
No,
it is the
I'm being
truth.
serious.
And I've seen it, like my grandparents,
Paul
when he
Mooney.
was a child, he got ran down the alleyway from a KKK. Like, it's real. And this was in the 50s? Like, it's not even that long ago. And I guess it's funny to people who have never lived it. They don't have family that lived it. You've never lived it yourself. So it is funny
White people
to other people.
were slaves.
Asian people were slaves.
White people were slaves.
So then why did we never hear about that? Because
Well, we heard
slavery's in
about
the
it.
history books.
It's in the history books.
It's online, but we don't hear about it though.
The Barbary slave trade. Barbary slave trade. It was in the books. It's in the history books.
Give me 10.
10?
Yeah.
10 what?
Give me 10 examples of white people. Like, give me 10. 10 situations.
We could Google it. If
No,
you
no,
wanna...
no, no, no. Off the top of your head.
Oh boy. I mean, if you want to go here, do you think Jewish people are white?
I'm not going there.
You don't want to go there?
No
I mean,
Jewish
some people.
questions for me.
Well, I mean, look, some people don't think Jews are white, but we could go there. But I mean, there was the Barbary slave trade for like centuries. You had pirates who were basically abducting people in the Mediterranean. They were abducting people in I believe Ireland and even England, and they would literally scoop them up. And I'm gonna say maybe this is controversial. The white slaves did not fare quite as well as the Africans who were brought here. Let's just say that. Like, you don't have like thriving white ex-slave communities in a lot of these like North African countries or whatever. So yeah, there's all sorts of instances throughout history where white people were slaves. White people were slaves to other, like slavery was almost the rule if we're going back like really far back, hundreds of years, thousands of years. I mean, white people were enslaving other white people. You had Islamic conquests into Europe, and they made it all the way up to like Vienna. Do you know where that is? Austria. Like they made it to the gates of Vienna or some shit. So there was Islamic. You look at Spain. In Spain, you had Islamic conquest for hundreds of years, and they had to the Spanish had to reconquer their lands after it had been raped and pillaged for hundreds of years. So look, there's all kinds of instances of white people being slaves and throughout history.
Also, black people enslaved other black people. For
That's
themselves.
true. In Africa.
Yeah.
That definitely wasn't by choice. That was definitely something that they did to survive.
Wait, so it's okay when...
It's not okay.
So wait, if black people enslave other black people, if they had to do it to survive, like it's okay? I'm just...
It's not okay, but they did a lot of things to survive back then. They would help white people. They would help white people catch... help white people catch other black people. They would work in the house just to get extra privileges. They would enslave other black people. It was a survival mechanism thing. It wasn't necessarily we want to enslave black people because we just enjoy it. Some probably did, because sadists do exist, but I think it was mostly to survive.
Wait, what do you think? Okay, there was the recent like killing at the track meet. What was his name? Fuck.
What is it?
I already forgot it. I
Just
brought
with a
this
K?
up like Cave. What is it? What was it? Anybody know the name of the white kid who was killed by the black kid at the track meet? Nobody knows the fucking name.
Is
You guys,
it Cantrell or
what was it? Carmelo Anthony.
Carmelo Anthony? Yeah.
Okay, what do you think about that?
I'm hearing different stories. If they
Wait,
really
can you straighten your
Oh,
mic so
sorry.
it's like facing you? Okay, go ahead.
If they really told him to get out the tent and he chose to fight and he chose to pull out whatever he pulled out and do what he did, then he deserves to be in prison, period. I did hear that they attacked him first and he pulled it out and then did what he did. So I don't know what the real story is. So I can't really say what I think should happen.
I mean, I think that I haven't done a deep dive on the
Yeah.
case there, but I mean, first off, even if he was aggressed upon,
That's true too.
I
yeah.
don't know if you're in a high school fist fight, if you're allowed to take out a knife and stab somebody.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I don't know the level of escalation you're allowed to do in a situation like this. Like, okay, you're in a fight in a high school. Are you allowed to assume it's even self-defense? Can you escalate it to stab somebody? I don't know. This would have, of course, assumed that he was the one who's the victim, or at least being aggressed upon. But the reports seem to indicate that he was the aggressor. I don't know all the details. So, yeah.
One thing I will say about that is I do not like how people are using oh, you guys are only doing this because he's black. I'm like, no, he stabbed somebody. This is not, everything isn't a racial thing. That's why I don't think that we're so oppressed and this victim mentality because I'm black. No, but I do think that a lot of things can coexist at the same time.